Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to May 2026 unboxing of row one. So this has kind of been a year on row one unboxing, project share, how to use it, review combination. Normally when I do a subscription box review, I get a box for 3 months. I use it for the 3 months, and then we come back, talk about the value, estimated retail cost versus what we're actually paying, enjoyment, quality, all those kinds of things. This year, we're doing something different. I'm spending the entire year with this one subscription box, using it as it comes in to make projects. And so far, I have completed one project, which we'll talk about in just a second. And we're using this as an opportunity to see what the experience is actually like getting this subscription box. If you're not familiar with row one, for price on screen, I know it's $40, I think, but it might be $43. I could be wrong. But for the price here on the screen, we get 10 gram mini skeins from a specific independent dyer. So we're, experiencing new dyers every single month. We're getting something from somewhere different every single month. We get to experience what their colors are like, how they enjoy combining things, the palette that they're working with. Are they a speckles person or a variegated person or a tonal person or a solids person? We get to experience the dyer in these small, manageable tastes where we're not investing a ton of money in experiencing their colors altogether. So I'm enjoying this personally. Where I am right now, I'm always on the lookout for a dyer that speaks my language. If you're not new to my channel, you'll know how I feel about Cheryl at Hypnotic Yarn and getting my Yarnable every month, where I have such implicit trust in her and her team that I'm going to love whatever I receive, because after years of experiencing her colorways, even if it's not something I thought I needed, when I have it in my hand, I'm always excited to have it because it just speaks to the unique style of what Hypnotic Yarn is. So I'm discovering new dyers and what they are through this subscription box, and we're kind of experiencing that together. Now, we're going to talk projects here in a minute because I'm kind of at I don't know what to do, but most knitters, have a lot of experience in using their mini skeins. It is more common for knitters to use their mini skeins. And I thought, initially I wanted to do a knitting project and a crochet project. So my first project was kind of a cop-out. I did a crochet granny square project. Now I did do a shawl. There's no pattern for this. This is just a granny shawl using all of our month's yarns up to date. I used about half of April's colors to finish off my half triangles along the sides. I still have all of the solids from April left. So we do have a good base with the scraps from, or leftovers from March and April, to combine with this month's to start a new project. So I did do triangles to finish off these ends, and I left this one blunt down here, and I finished the shawl with a double or this a single, I don't know why I said double, a single shell stitch row. So we did a granny stitch row all the way around, and then shell stitch on that outer and bottom edge. And I think this turned out absolutely stunning, beautiful, love it, cannot wait to wear it. Fun stuff for me. Fun way to experience all these dyers and put their yarns together. I was a little worried we were going to have a little too much of the neutrals between what we had in February, March, and April. All had tones of brown and stuff in them, or greens. And I was a little worried we were going to get a little muddy, and we didn't. Like, I'm very excited how this all played out, how we were able to arrange things as we went, because I was putting these together every month, building the shawl out, and I think it came together perfectly, to be honest. So that is where we are for the first 4 months projects. Now, let's introduce month 5, and we'll talk projects again. So this month, our dyer, and I should have looked this up. It's either Beatty Sisters, Beatty Sisters. I am not 100% sure. But they are from the low country of South Carolina. So they're from my home state. Well, okay, I was born in North Carolina. I've just lived here most of my life. Let's see. I've been dyeing woods, piney, South Carolina, forest, local cafes, coppery colors. Inspiration of where she gets her colors. From the farm banks of the beautiful Edisto River. And I want to send my very best wishes for happy knitting. This is the Kiowa fingering base. And I was actually laughing when I first looked at that going, I wonder how many people are going to mispronounce that. But Kiowa fingering base. The colors are outstanding. I can't wait to show those because once again, I dumped them out and like they fell immediately into kind of perfect pairings. But we have a rose stitch marker and a light bulb marker. And I'm going to go ahead and snap these together. I frequently will do that anyway, so I can use it for any type of placement marker I need to do it. So just go ahead and get that snapped together there. We also received 2 haichu, 1 in green apple and 1 in strawberry. Definitely a sweet treat if I'm going to have refined sugar that I would choose. And Troy will not eat those. So he does not do any type of chewy taffy type candies. So yarns. We have celery and painted desert, which I just think those are so elegant and beautiful together. But this one is probably my favorite. This is baby chick and raspberry mango. There we go. This is probably my favorite combination. It just screams summertime. And I was thinking about how cute would it be if you had a top primarily crocheted out of this color and did thin stripes through it somehow. I don't know in which direction, and did your collar and edgings and I just think that would be so cute. Personally, this is ballet slipper and dragon wing. Then we have blueberry muffin and Leah's blue. And I just love these two together. So you have that same blue kind of just speckled through the blueberry muffin. And it's so pretty. And I love these together, obviously. And then we have lilac and beautyberry. Here we go. So that is what I got this month. These are spectacular colors. And these will go perfectly with my remaining colors from, my scraps and bits and bobs from the previous months. But the problem I've run into, my original plan had been to do where's the front page? The pattern by Pearl Soho, the end-to-end pullover. And using the same Stratus Nomad blank bear yarn for the back. And I was thinking about doing the stripes. I think 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, 2. That way it would alternate variegated tonal speckle, solid, variegated tonal speckle, solid, variegated, solid, variegated, solid, variegated, solid, variegated, that way. And I think I can do up to 6 rows in the length I would need to fit me well with the 10 grams. That had been my original plan. But then I also found this pattern, which is a crochet pattern. And I think I can get most of the motif in the 10 gram mini. And I'm wondering if I ought to test this pattern. That way we could do 2 back-to-back crochet patterns, because I think crocheters feel like it's harder to use these things than knitters. There are so many patterns available for advents and things like that for knitters. Maybe I ought to use this time to crochet these, and I'd be equally as happy with either one of these. I think either one of these patterns, or there is a second crochet option, third pattern. I would wear any of these and all of these. And I think multicolored versions of these would be beautiful in different ways. And I would wear them. So it's like, I think these will all get made eventually anyway. But I don't know like which one I want to do with the row 1 now. Should I stick with the crochet and do something other than a granny square, which, like I said, I still kind of feel like I copped out a little bit doing a granny square shawl? Or should I do the knit top like I'd originally planned? Because I do think that would be super cute. But now I'm torn. So I kind of need you guys' input before I start on this, because I'm kind of going back and forth now and I'm kind of like stuck. Or do you have like an idea? Because of my proportions between being short, broad, busty, I do have an hourglass shape, but I'm very large here and at the hip. And I've got a pooch belly. So I want something long. But once again, I'm built kind of like a rectangle with my arms down. I would prefer vertical stripes versus horizontal stripes. And as we're using minis, we would be mostly looking at doing something with a stripe pattern. If you have something that puts colors together in other ways, I would be open to that. But like, is there something where you think this would work? Is there a concept maybe I should be looking for patterns in? Like, how are y'all thinking? Or one of the 3 patterns that I've already found where I'm like, oh, this would be so cute. I really like these 3 ideas. How do you like? I don't know. I just need input. I think I'm in overwhelm mode because I really like these 3 patterns. And I just found the white sweater. I just found that one the other day when I was trying to find the original crochet sweater that I'd found. And I'm kind of torn now because it's like, oh my gosh, now I've got to make a decision because these are so cool. And now I've got the yarn and I really want to get started. Anyway, I would love your insight and opinions. Because like I said, I think it's just overwhelmed now, and I'm getting to the point of decision fatigue because I'm so excited. And now I just want to get something started, and now I don't know what to start. And I'm in this like endless loop of ADHD brain. So anyway, row 1, loving it so far. May's colors are spectacular. I do think, and by the way, ballet slipper also goes really well with the mango and the baby chick. Let's see if I can hold these 3 together. Adjust. Like these 3 also go well together if you're looking for combinations of something to buy down the road. I did also like these 3 together. This is the Painted Desert, Celery, and Lilac. But based on how she has her colors laid out, I actually think there may be something in her collection better than Painted Desert to go with those 3. I did want to point those out because I think they're very pretty. Just saying. Anyway, I'm letting my brain so I'm going to button it, put it in my pocket. We're going to leave it here. I'm going to wait for your input before I get started on a project. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have to share. I love you. Please take care of yourselves. I look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye, guys.